Well, hello there, YouTube. And here from the carport next to the old Chevy, this is where we're starting the vlog today. Because since last night when we said goodbye, nothing's changed. It is absolutely dumped all night long. And it's been doing it the same this morning. This is not going to be fun. Look at all the pooling water everywhere. Can't hardly even walk out here. Look at poor Sasha over there. She's going, you guys aren't going to leave me here, are you? Oh, she.
Well, it's okay. I'll chase the cat.
Yeah, she has good entertainment. Got cats to chase around in there. Well, wish us luck. You make that journey to the Southland. This is not gonna be fun. And it's supposed to be like this all day, so we'll get probably another night like last night coming home. That was totally uncool. Yeah. All right. 50 degrees, and one of our employees borrowed the trailer. It's one of ours, and brings it back, and the door's gone. Said that piece of plywood in there ever since.
Yeah.
It's crazy things. But the last probably 10 miles, everything just went dry and no rain.
Yeah, that's very nice.
After all that craziness.
Yeah, typhoon at home. And
Oh,
nice,
man.
But that is some
I
nice
mean,
stuff over
literally small lakes in the middle of the freeway as we're going along. That's nuts. But anyway, it's Thursday.
there. Yes.
Yeah. Pert near to the end there. Then the next week starts, and then the next week starts. As long as the weeks keep coming, I guess. Shouldn't complain, huh?
Yeah.
Anyway, let's go in there and bust her out.
All right.
All right. Have yourself a wonderful Thursday, Mama.
You too.
All right.
All right.
Love you. See you. Bye.
I love you.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
Check it out. A CE-04. Doing the running in service on it. BMW motorrad. But he's got a trailer. I think he's got a big cruiser as well. I think it's an Indian. And he's got the wheel locks in his trailer. And apparently, whatever kind of wheel locks he's got doesn't quite fit the CE-04. So it broke the cowlings on both sides when he locked it down. And so he was concerned other damage was there, so I pulled the fender off. It's not going to hurt to ride it this way, so if he decides he's not going to leave it here and ride it until the parts come in, but he's going to need a new fender and reflectors. That's it. It's a one-piece deal. There's a front fender and a rear fender. Actually, the rear fender, well, you can't really see it, is a part of the framework that holds the front fender, but none of that's damaged. So it's checking brakes and all that stuff. Everything's cool. This is our first one, so it's our first CE-04 service. We've got a tranny oil change that's behind here, and there's a belt check. Some other things. You gotta take the belt cover, as they refer to it, and the coolant. You gotta check the coolant level, see where that's at. Tire pressures. The one thing that's kind of a doozy is the steering head bearing. But yeah, so it's not that expensive of a service. You're not changing oil and filter. You are changing oil, but it's got that dadgum, what is that, C3 or whatever that is, that new fang-dangled oil. Where I got a bottle of that stuff in here. Oh, it's sitting right here. Yeah, the G3, that's what it is. That stuff is crazy expensive. It's like unnecessarily expensive. I don't know why. Maybe because it says BMW on it. But I was just going through, just looking, because he hasn't approved the service yet. So I was just kind of going through his brake, for the park brake cable. Just going through the procedures of what you do. Steering head bearings and all the different stuff. So I familiarize myself with it. So I need to bring up an estimate for the parts and labor. Labor can't be hardly anything on the fender. But I get that and get approval, and then from there, I'll do the service on it. This one, I really like that one. That thing she went well. I think they don't call it, I think it's called rock roll, and they got different modes for it. And I think it's the rock mode is like dynamic, so to speak. That thing rips. That thing's a lot of fun. Very stable. I mean, this thing's literally like a train on the tracks, man. Just very stable, fast, good brakes. Look at the brakes on it, man. That's like regular street bike stuff. But I would imagine this thing's pretty heavy. I would think so. And you gotta basically, how BMW wants you to do is squat the rear to take the weight off the front, because you don't want to be obviously lifting from the great big cooler for the batteries. You don't want to be lifting from there. And so surprisingly, I just grabbed each side of the front. I got a camera in one hand and lifted it up and pivoted on that stand pretty easy. It was not a big deal. So I had to get the front wheel off the ground so I could. I did take a floor jack with a 4x4 and laid it on there and put tension on it, just because it was kind of wobbling back and forth, and I needed to make sure the rotors were straight. So I just used it as a stabilizer, not to hold the bike, but as a stabilizer, and that worked out well. But anyway, kind of unique, everything about these. I think they're awesome. I mean, price-wise, I don't think I would ever buy one. Not at this point. But, I mean, things are kind of going that way. But it's kind of awkward looking and all that stuff. But it is super cool. I mean, I really enjoy it. I even like the CE-02. It's got a top speed of like 57, somewhere close to 60. And it has about that much of range if you're flogging on it. It's a city commuter thing, the CE-02. But this thing here, she rolls. I don't remember what the mileage and all that stuff is, but it's got good power. It's using the i3 electric car batteries in it. She's a bad boy. There's a lot of technology in that thing. And all, because I haven't gone to BMW electric school, the only thing I can do on this thing is like services. We can, set up PDI them out of the crate and stuff like that. But anything electrical to do with the motors and the batteries, we're not allowed to touch them. No touchy until you go to that school. I don't know when all that's coming about. It's coming. Nobody's yet given up on the EV stuff. I think it's kind of cool. I don't know. It's just so different. I think it's just absolutely cool. I think it was kind of spendy. I think they sold that thing for a crazy good price. But as far as I know, the guy's super happy with it. They're fun. If you ride one, you can't help but be happy with it. It's actually really cool. But BMW, they're very futuristic in their look, though. But I'm cool with that. Odd can be very cool. And I think this is really cool. Anyway, look at that estimate up there right quick. Look at that. Wasted 6 minutes, almost 7 minutes talking to you. I could have been upstairs already by now. All right. So it's off the side stand. She's got a board just lightly holding. It's just at that tip over spot where it wants to flip over. Well, I pulled the tranny cover off. Just here's the 2 drain plugs. And you drain the transmission oil. The belt's right within its frequency that it needs to be. So you gotta spin it, you gotta do mold. It's like doing a chain, just regular belt chain stuff. So here's the fill plug. And it's behind this hard sheathed park brake cable that goes through here. And you gotta measure the free weight with the park brake off, or no brake applied. There's a length you gotta measure, and it's absolutely perfectly in specs. So I'll have to take this bolt off so I can get access to the fill plug. And I had to kick it off the center stand because the drain bolt is right there. This one right here. And well, when it's on the center stand stuff is sitting right here underneath it. I can't put a pan underneath it. So it doesn't hold that much, but I gotta knock the cable loose, and it looks like there's an ABS wire running along, using that as easy access to the back wheel. And it's a hydraulic brake. It's kind of like a park brake on a Spyder. It's got a mechanical park brake and a hydraulic brake. Single-sided swing arm, belt driven. Has a very wide belt. Very nice. But anyway, so all you do is there's a specific amount you put in back in the transmission. So I'll drain that. And hopefully, I don't know, it's getting dark on us out there all of a sudden. Maybe the rains are coming back in. So if you watch and you actuate the side stand, that actuates your park brake. I like the aerodynamic, very elaborate side stand. You can see some of the battery area inside there. Anyway, let's get this thing done here. Magnet was very clean. You don't do it again until like 40,000 kilometers, whatever that works out to be in miles. And yeah, so it lasts a long time. That stuff's expensive, but it lasts a long time. And it does tell you, instructions to take the cable out of the way. And I just used the T30 that I took the stay off with, and just stuck it through the side stand spring. Holds it out of the way. And I got a little bottle that I changed the name to the G3 stuff. It's just a bottle I use just for G3. And just torque it 28 Newton meters for the new sealing washer on the magnetic drain on the bottom. Fill it with 175 or 179, I forget already. Already measured it out, cc's or milliliters. And torque it down, bolt the cover back on, and we're off to the races. Got some other things to check too. The steering head bearings and stuff were fine. It, did that whole procedure. Nothing crazy there. And I don't think you do that for quite a while again too. It's just like kind of that running in service thing. There's a lot of things they want you to check up front. Well, I wish I'd have known that going in. So as you get precisely, bottle's empty. As you get right to the end, it starts dripping out the hole. So essentially, with the bike level, make sure it's level, you just fill it until it starts oozing out the hole. There's no mention of that. They just tell you put a certain amount of cc's or milliliters in there, and there you go. Crazy. Love that. I'm gonna have to measure the thing out next time. Just slowly go. You don't want to waste any of this stuff, I tell you. Hope I don't get soaked on this thing. So I'm taking it for a test ride anyway. IT guys are trying to sort out the dadgum computer, because the BMW diagnostic says I need to be connected to the internet, but I am connected to the internet. I can open up Chrome and do whatever. So it's going to say service due. Am I on? Oh, gotta hold the brake. But yeah, it's gonna probably pop that up a time or two. And I have no Spyder RT incredible wind and weather and whatever protection. Just gonna get wet if it rains on me. So you guys might have to turn your headphones down a little bit, because the exhaust noise on this thing's pretty loud, and may peak and hurt your hearing. You just got it in road mode. The triangle over there is telling me service is overdue. Oh, that mirror's like way off. Like way off. Regenerative braking, man, it just starts woeing this thing down like crazy. Yeah, I could easily fall madly in love with this CE-04. I really like them. Wow, I'm gonna freeze. It says it's 53 out here, but it might still be seeing the inside of the shop. I like the regenerative braking. This thing just absolutely, when you let go of the throttle, it just woof, and you put it in the more sport mode, which I think they call it. You know, this one might say dynamic. Well, we just flip through here. Yeah, okay, this one's normal. I'm thinking of the CE-02 that uses the weird thing like the R9Ts and stuff. It says rock and flow or whatever. They got these different things for it. It does trip you out to just be sitting here and no sound. Crazy. What a cool bike though. Absolutely cool. You guys hear the misses when it's idling? I think you might have a plug trying to foul on me or something. This little rough is gonna hit. Always try to reach for a foot brake on these things. Remember the old Honda scooters, like the 150s and 250s? They actually had a foot brake on them, which was kind of cool. The CH150, CH250. Dang. So I know it's 3 something. It can't be 4 something. I'm gonna have to look. He probably still has it in daylight savings time. Haven't hooked it up to the computer yet, which when I go through and reset the service, it will reset that too. That little dog's got some power. Yeah, look at that regen, man. It just woof. Makes all kinds of cool noises. So it makes just some motorcycle sounds as we're going down the road. So pleasing. Scary thing is oh, it's little kids. You can flat sneak up on people with this thing. So I wonder why scooters, like cars, you know, they got that sound they make to let people know you're motivating, like through a parking lot or whatever. Absolutely amazing. There I go. I still keep putting my foot down looking for the brake pedal. Yeah, it's saying it's 51. Why do I feel so cold? Well, this old work jacket, it has no wind resistance of any kind. It's like you're wearing a sweater out here. The wind just blows on in. such a pleasing feeling. And that's just in road mode. You put it in dynamic and it gets real lively. She gets all kinds of happy in that mode. I'll be froze up like a popsicle stick by the time I get back. Need a proper riding jacket. The wind coming off of it's very clean though. That little fly screen looking thing up there is doing a fantastic job, you know, keeping the pressure off your chest and stuff. But it's a very clean naked bike feeling. Craziest thing with that computer, there's always something. Either updates get stuck, server crashing, something. It's always something. It's amazing how warm it gets when you come to a stop. Such a cool bike. Incredibly cool. You can just put a little input and you can see the power monitor kick up a little bit. That is one dark cloud. I just hope I can roll on in before it gets me. It's just the most bizarre thing to just be silently rolling along here. Oh. I thought for sure that Jeep was going to pull in front of that Ford. He definitely wants in that left lane. I'll give you whatever room you need to make that happen. But just don't involve me with anything. He had to go hit himself a big chicken. No, he's going to pass it. I was going to say he's going to Mickey D's there. You can hear everything on the road going under the tires. That's awesome. Yeah, buddy. I don't think I'd want to take off now because that looks like it's rolling at me pretty good there. You can hear the disc, the pads going by the little disc holes and stuff. You hear it. Done called the boy after he done going home for the night. Now you guys get a good look at the leaves, although a lot of them been ran over and I can't see them anymore. Or I mean, doesn't have that full untouched look. People driving off. Boy, something's going on. Parking is packed down there. That's crazy. Maybe they're having a block party. You want in, I want out. We can work with that. Those street lights, I know it's way too far to see, but there's street lights shining in those trees that still have fall colors in them. It's putting off a really cool glow. Thanks for paying attention to me. Look at that. He says, I'm gonna throw caution to the wind and rode the sea to sky in today. God dang. Well, it was nice. I mean, it was even nice here when we showed up this morning. I'm trying not to pick up a bunch of those pine needle or fir needle things. Oh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I think I'll just loop through here today. I don't know what all's going on with these here folks. I think there may be people. No, we're good. Oh, I just hear the kids over in the playground. I thought kids were being picked up. It sure is a shame all those trees are gone. But I'm sure they had something to do there. They left a small one there. It just has this like empty feeling to my right. Come through here so much, and now all of a sudden the trees are gone. Guess I could let it be known what I'm doing here with the winky dink. Alright, nobody change lanes on me here. Acceleration is just impressive, and it's just so linear and smooth. It's just the craziest feeling. If you've never ridden an EV bike, it's something else. Needless to say, there's no vibration. You kind of feel a little zingy buzz from the motor, but it's just enough, you know, something's moving in there. I think I would literally drive the wheels off one of these things. I'd be constantly charging this thing back up because I'd just run it till the battery was dead. Does it have hill assist? No. Again, that is something you can turn off in settings. But anyway, thanks for coming along for a rip on a 2023 CE-04. One cool bike. Hot almighty. Alrighty. Well, hello there, YouTube. Man, first half of the drive home was like the last couple of nights. It was just crazy. Whiteout, hydroplane, the whole craziness. There was a wreck on the freeway. Crazy. And then we get just past Longview, Kelso. Dry roads. Has been dry ever since.
Yeah.
Beautiful. The full moon's out and everything. It's just gorgeous out there. So, yeah, no complaints. A happy arrival home tonight. So, like, whew, we made it.
I know it.
But, anyway, I think I've rattled on the whole vlog, as I do every day. I figure I'd give you enough. I'm going to bail out.
Alrighty. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And you guys have an amazing Friday or Saturday.
Heck yeah. Alright. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you in the morning.
Alright. Thanks for watching now. Bye-bye.
Bye.